LeBron James is going to his 8th straight finals. 8th.
How old was Tatum when LeBron was not in the finals? Like 11 years old?
I'm gonna have that for you in a second. I made a graphic and I want to show it to you. So here's what I want to discuss. Bill Russell is the most accomplished. He went to 11 finals in 13 years, won 11 championships in 13 years. It's incredible. However, what we need to also take into account, as Reddit pointed out, the teams were different, the rounds were different, the wins needed were different, the games played to reach the finals were different, and he also had more Hall of Fame teammates. This is important because as the game evolves, so should our narratives. LeBron has to go up against not only different specimens of players, but he has to do everything. Everything. When Jordan was playing, wasn't the first round series 5 games?
Yeah, absolutely.
That was less. I'm not, by the way, not pointing to one or the other. I've already gone on the record saying, you want my answer? Google the lyrics of J. Cole sideline story and then come talk to me. What I think is impressive is that, if we could show this one more time, is that the game has evolved into there being, I mean, Roger Goodell-ish like ways, even though obviously it's a different sport and less contact. More games, more games, more games, more games, more games. And LeBron has succeeded at every single turn. On top of that, here you go. The last time LeBron was not in the finals, Instagram was not invented. The Saints won the Super Bowl. iPads were not invented. Kyrie was still in high school. Drake's first album did not even drop yet. And well, Justin Bieber's still a huge pop star, so let's take that one off for a second. But the top 5, like let's call a spade a spade. But the top 5 are incredibly interesting, mainly that Instagram wasn't around.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking the iPads weren't invented, or just invented is what it was.
On top of that, get Nick Wright, who could not be more of a LeBron James blowhard. Most consecutive finals appearances by some of the greats. Again, consecutive finals appearances. LeBron is up there with 8. The rest are at 4 or 3. Remember, Michael Jordan took 2 years off. 2 years. He took 2 years off.
We could say 6 for MJ.
You took years off.
We could say 6 straight for MJ.
Easily. But still, it's very impressive. So I just want to, again, this is not me or JR or anybody here at TYT pulling a Nick Wright and being like, LeBron is the greatest ever, can you believe it? It's more so, let's appreciate what we're watching. I truly believe we will never see this again. So let's acknowledge that LeBron is amazing. It's been a great run. It's not over. He could get to 9 or 10 straight finals and continue to move the goalposts of how great he is in the NBA.
I think we can say that for so many players now, and LeBron is just the best one of those players. I still believe that. The problem I think a lot of people have in saying it, they think, and I wish I would have looked it up beforehand, because Kobe had a tweet. I was telling someone this over the weekend.
Yeah, I'll pull it up before.
Again, when Kobe played, I was not a fan. I recognized how great he was, but I was not a fan of.
There you go. We could enjoy one. Oh, come on.
It's such.
Computers are fun. We can enjoy one without tearing down one. I love what he's doing. Don't debate what can't be definitively won by anyone. Enjoy my 5, enjoy MJ6, enjoy LBJ Quest. Shade. I'm just kidding.
So to break it down, he's saying like you can say Kobe was the greatest, MJ was the greatest, LeBron is the greatest, Kareem, all this stuff, without saying, you can admit that LeBron is one of the greatest of all times. That doesn't mean that you, so that means MJ was garbage? No, calm down. Calm down. It was 2 different eras, 2 different players, 2 different style of players, 2 different body types. So let's stop saying, so in a one-on-one, who would have won? You can have that fantasy, but who cares, honestly? As in every one-on-one game you play, it changes every time.
So are those happy tissues or sad tissues?
So the thing is, the game has changed so much. I've always said Shaq is the greatest center to ever touch a basketball. If he played any of the historic centers, this is my opinion, he would dismantle them. So
I think
in
Wilt
each of
might
their
have
primes,
him,
nope.
But all right.
It's because we saw Wilt with the 100-point thing, whatever. He played against guys that were 5'8".
They changed the rules, so he wasn't as good.
I'm just saying.
Right,
I didn't say be easy, but I'm just saying. Anyway, that's still the fantasy. Who cares, right? That's just my opinion.
Right.
So doesn't mean you hate the previous guys if you recognize how good this guy is. Look what he's doing, and look what he's doing with the types of players. Westbrook had that MVP season when he averaged a triple-double.
Yep.
And it was like, oh, but it's just a triple-double. It's against guys now. They're faster, stronger, and bigger.
Yes.
And the game is different. They're flying now. And he still averaged that. That was the easiest MVP season I think you'll ever get. But people didn't want to admit it because they're like, oh, but that means you hate. Who was the old school point guard that everyone talks about?
Oscar Robertson?
Oscar. They're like, so that means Oscar Robertson was garbage? First of all, none of you guys saw Oscar Robertson play, so stop. You didn't see it. He wasn't on NBC or he wasn't on ESPN Sunday Showcase. We didn't see it, man. And if you watch a full game of games, you could have seen, if you watch Hardwood Classics when the Celtics played the Lakers, and you're like, oh, Magic was amazing with these passes. He did all this stuff and threw balls behind his back. He turned the ball over. I saw it. I was like, man, Magic just had 2 straight turnovers. That was a horrible pass.
You know what else a lot of people don't associate with Magic?
Players. They messed up too.
You know what a lot of people don't associate with Magic? Because all they see are the highlights and the fast breaks and the incredible passes. Back to the basket point guard. He lived within 10 feet of the basket.
Totally.
Didn't hit threes.
6'11".
Yeah. All right, anyways.
Just saying.
Anyways.
So I'm just saying. So you can appreciate it all without thinking that you're now an anti-old school.
That is the main message. It's just appreciate what we're watching.
Sorry.
I agree somewhat with Kobe. We don't have to have these stupid hot take sports pundit, living in the day of hot takeness in sports media. Let's just kick back, relax, have a beer together, and just appreciate what we're watching. Let us know your thoughts, comment section below, subscribe to 2x2 Sports.